Bonjour tout le monde. We are going to be talking about regular ER verbs and how to conjugate them. So when we want to conjugate a regular ER verb, okay, so let's begin here and let's hear them in context. So, je regarde la télé le soir. Tu aimes la pizza aux saucisses et champignons? Patrick Mahomes joue au football américain. Nous étudions le français. Vous écoutez le professeur. Les élèves travaillent bien en classe. So the slides that we just saw before you had, okay, each of these sentences we're using an ER verb, okay? And if you go back and you look, you'll notice the conjugation between the subject and the verb by looking at the verb ending, okay? And that verb ending is what tells us the conjugation and the form of the verb to use. And conjugate means having the subject and verb forms agree. So if we go back here with the je, okay, you will notice that the ending at there is an E. When the subject is tu, the ending is es. Okay. When the subject is il or elle or on, the verb ending will be an E again. When the subject is nous, the verb ending will be ons. When the subject is vous, the verb ending will be ez. And then here, when the verb is il or elle plural, because les élèves is plural, so that would be il, because it's a mixed group, boys and girls. Okay, so when it's les élèves, okay, that's il. Okay, if it was an all-girl group, it would be elle plural, and then you'll notice that the verb ending is ent. So these are all verbs that are regular ER verbs, and like all regular verbs, they follow a specific pattern, okay? And here's some examples of ER verbs. You're going to be watching a tutorial after this on VHL. So some of the examples of the ER verbs you have here are adorer, to love, aimer, which means to like, aimer mieux, which means to prefer, détester, which means to hate. Then donner, to give, étudier, to study, manger, to eat, parler, to speak, and regarder means to watch or to look at. So just so you know, there's more in the tutorial you will see on VHL Central, but I'm just giving these here so that you would look for some of these. Okay. Those are very common ones. So the infinitive form. So an ER verb is not conjugated if the ER is still on the end of the verb. Okay, so basically when I'm writing donner, D-O-N-N-E-R, if I write je donnais, D-O-N-N-E-R, then it's going to be knocked down because it looks like you didn't even conjugate the verb. Okay. So to conjugate the verb, we drop the ER off of the verb, and that gives us what we call the stem. Okay. Okay, so we drop the ER off of the infinitive to get the stem. Okay. And then from there, we just add appropriate endings. Okay. So let's use the word danser, which means to dance. Okay, well, what is the stem? It's dans. Okay, D-A-N-S, dance. Okay, now we're going to take the stem and add the endings. So, for example, for je, tu, okay, il and elle ont. Okay, you can see I have a common stem here. That's what makes this a regular verb. Okay. Now I add on the endings. Okay, so, pardon that. Okay, so what I will do is I will have this. So, je danse, tu danses, il danse, elle danse, on danse. So as you can see, these three words sound the same, even though there is an es on the end of the to form of the verb. Okay. And again, you'll see here for nous, vous, and il and elle plural, we again have our dans stem, same stem. So then we say nous dansons, vous dansez, il danse, elle danse. Okay. And I apologize that that got cut off there by the bar. Let me see if I can move that bar. No, I cannot. All right. So all of the regular ER verbs follow this pattern. So when we say je danse, it actually means three things. It means I dance. It also means I do dance. And it also means I am dancing. So by the same token, if we say il parle, it means he speaks. He does speak, and he is speaking. Okay. So there you go. Hopefully you don't have any questions. So now after this, what I would like for you to do is you are going to open up Schoology and VHL Central. You will be completing the tutorial and some practice activities on ER verbs, and we will touch, and then you will be filling out a reflection sheet.